Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS Ruel. Peace and salutation to Le Akim on the four corners, for his truth and sincerity. Peace be unto you. You know, man, this is another prophecy yet fulfilled. You know, it's speaking and it's not lying. It's not being prolonged. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. Gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Now, I don't know how asleep some people still are, because it's kind of, you know, being in the truth for a while. Sometimes, you know, you take stuff for granted that this is kind of, you know, self-explanatory, you know, but I'll basically go into it, how this is prophecy being fulfilled. Because, you know, it says, verse 9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Because women, some of them are hitting the panic button. Some of them, you know, they're hitting an overdrive to try to take the blue pill and to be lost in the sauce even more, stick their head in the sand. You know, because going to clubs, you know, concerts, all this stuff that, you know, women been going to, go on flights and vacations and stuff like that, vacations, you know, competing with, you know, their girlfriend on IG or Instagram, taking 1 million selfies, you know, getting their hair done and nails done just to impress other females and compete for attention. Women competing with their mothers, daughters, mothers competing with their daughters. You know, now all that stuff is coming to a halt. The mirth in the land is gone. All the happiness, the joy, all this stuff is stopping. And women are getting scared. Just out here in Detroit, you seeing women at nighttime. If you see them at nighttime, they're with a man. You know, every now and then, you know, you would see women, you know, get off the bus at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock, you know, walk home, but they'd be speed walking. That's not happening no more. Feminism has got women, you know, to where they said they don't need a man. They strong, independent. They don't need a man. They can rely on the government, you know, and they kick the man out the house by saying, you know, you want, you know, welfare, you want Section 8, you got to get the man out the house. So now these women are trembling. They're scared. You know, I know next door, it's a house full of women that stay there. I don't see them there no more. I will see, you know, guys come back and forth every now and then, you know, but I don't see those women coming back and forth no more. I don't see them there no more. You know, they're trembling. This is prophecy being fulfilled. Uncertainty. Been hearing more gunshots in the area. Helicopters. Been hearing at night. I ain't been hearing them lately. I only heard it really one day. You know, I've been seeing more police cars racing up and down the block. Ambulance more so. Talk to other brothers, and they confirmed that, yeah, they've been hearing it more lately. You know, crime going up. You know, this is women, you know, naturally they need a man to protect them. So all these women who are experiencing this and they don't have a man, or, you know, they're a side chick. You know, what's that song? weekend chick or whatever, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just keep them satisfied on the weekend. No, well, you gonna need a man for more than just the weekend now. And a lot of these men too have been so pussyfied that they're like bitches. They're like women. You got men that became, gay, poking each other in the asshole. And a man that's doing like that might as well be a damn woman. Men saying I identify as a female. All these transgender men, transvestite men, gay men, they're women too. They're basically, women. Because even though they're biologically a man, they're trembling. And really, the spirit of Babylon, even so-called masculine men are trembling and they scared. But, you have some, guys, even, the 2/3, 1/3, they ain't scared yet. But women, when they get scared, they panic. They all these places and clubs and pubs and stuff that was open, that was like especially for Jake women, and if you slow, Jake women refers to Israelite women who are Negroes, Latinos, so-called Hispanic women, and the scattered abroad. But the so-called, Jake women of our nation, that's therapy for them, going to the club. Get their mind off of all the bad stuff, getting their hair done, getting attention. That's all of a sudden that was all that stuff was like therapy. Get their mind off of having to work, get their mind off their baby daddy, and they complaining about going to church, buck dancing and doing all that, stomping every time the organ starts playing and the preacher, says a sermon. That's therapy for them. So now they don't have their therapy. That's what was comforting them. They don't have the comforter, but we have the comforter. This understanding of these scriptures, this holy Bible right now is the thing that we need to be in. And you have some women who they're like, oh, this ain't real. This is, real or not. This government plan and government shuts down, and their response, this shit is real. Verse 10 says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. For some places, they thought this wouldn't hit America, like in Syria, Egypt, Libya. They've been dealing with this shit for a long ass time. Now it's coming to America, and they're starting to tremble a little bit. Women are starting to stockpile, buying stuff. Households headed by, women and only women, and a whole bunch of women living there. Now it's going to come to a point where they're going to have to, get a man. Now, with this coronavirus that's going around, a lot of women are scared about it too, wearing gloves and masks. You can tell the ones who really shit scared. Now imagine they say you test positive for coronavirus and you stay in a house with like 6-7 people, because that's how Jake be here in Detroit, and I'm sure like a lot of other places. You test positive, you can't go back because all these women are going to be, oh my God, oh, I don't want you around my kids. Get away from me. So now you homeless because you're getting kicked out because you tested positive for coronavirus. Or they might be like, oh, I can't be around you because I don't know. Have you took the coronavirus test? Because what they doing now is they now is testing more people. So it's going to get calm eventually. And then people are going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to be around you unless you tested for coronavirus and you negative. It's going to be simple people like that. And so then you'll be kicked out. Scripture says a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Women are going to flip out. Brothers are already talking about that's in the faith, talking about how their women's are flipping out, going to clubs still, with all this, I'm not going to clubs, but going out with their friends over their friends' house and stuff like that, and they're, limiting gatherings to 10 people now. All this whole thing where, a man, you can be gay. What's wrong with a man being gay? Oh, you must be gay if you don't like gay men. You must be down low gay. Okay, so y'all now y'all gonna understand, what it is, the importance of a man. Because women not gonna be one feminine sissy men in this day, in the coming dreadful day of the Lord. This is Psalms chapter 110 and verse 3. Says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. At the beginning of the verse, it says, the people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Everybody going to want to be listening now. Everybody going to want to be, looking for answers. You're going to have women that's going to get in line. Let me go to Isaiah chapter 4. Brothers always talk about it. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So you're going to have a lot of women. They're going to be a man, but also you're going to have a lot of men that's going to be dropping dead, robbing each other, killing, looting. Because women are going to be afraid, locked down in the house and shit like that. You're going to be a lot of men out trying to provide for their woman and provide for themselves. And they're going to be dropping dead. So it's going to be less men. And because there's going to be less men, you're going to have more women clinging on to just one man. And 7 just means completion. Now, reading back at the top, it says, in that day, talking about the dreadful coming day of Yahweh, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Because these women have been claiming they independent, they don't need no man and stuff like that. Last thing, a man's going to want right now is a woman, that's coming with nothing to the table. They just need a place to live, a place to stay, and a place to eat. Like, nah, bitch, you're not about to come in here, eat my food and shit like that. So these women are going to basically say, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Reading on, it says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And they're going to want to, get right. They're going to understand the error of their ways, the feminism and all the bullshit that feminism has brought them. They're going to be understanding how, all these women who are promoting swirling, the black man ain't shit, all that stuff. They're going to want to take away their reproach when all of a sudden they white daddy ain't there for them. When their old white sugar daddy is not there to provide for them. When now he's more concerned about his wife. Because a lot of these old white, sugar daddies that be looking for, harlots online, they be having wives already. And a lot of times they wives already know. Like Donald Sterling, for example. But they be tricking on the side. Now that money going to be used for resources. They're going to be, drawing a line in the sand, and they're going to be sticking with their own people. And guess who's going to be shit out of luck? Now here you are, and you got some women who have Edomite men and got an Edomite baby. Had a baby with him. That child with that white boy, unless under certain circumstances, that white man is an Israelite that actually just looks white, You just gave birth to a cracker. And women like that, because feminism taught them that. All these female level up channels, go girl, get the bag, secure the bag. Go all these stripper rappers like Megan Thee Stallions and Cash Dolls and Cardi B's, that promoted women's sexual liberation. They're going to want to take away their reproach in that day. They're going to want a man. Verse 2, in that day shall the branch of Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem. When Yahweh shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. And Yahweh will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion and upon her assemblies a cloud of smoke by day and a shining of flaming fire by night, for upon all the glory shall be a defense. And we're going to need to be washed and cleansed. And your daughters of Zion referring to, everybody. And we're going to need, defense. We're going to need to be, shielded from that day. This is verse 6. And there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime for the heat, and for the place of refuge, and for a covert from the storm and from rain. Protection. They're going to want to take away their reproach. They're going to want to be in a situation where, and let me go back to Isaiah, because a man, this is Isaiah 32 and 1 and verse 2. It says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. A woman going to be one to be with a man. They're going to see that, because the scripture says the angels encamp around them that fear the Lord. So a woman's going to be want to be encamped around that man. All these women who've been talking shit, they're going to want a man. And here's the thing. Some women still not going to know what man to run to. Because like I said, there's a lot of men who act like fucking women, act just like bitches. They might have some masculinity to them, but they act like females, meaning they think with emotions and not logic. They make decisions based off of emotions. So many men like that. So many fucking men like that. And in fact, a lot of the men like that end up with the ones that got, the most women. Look at people like Prince. They used to dress like a woman, or guys who displayed femininity, or they were like so-called male feminists, like your Derek Jacksons that catered to women's, what they wanted to hear. It's coming to a time where it's going to be, fuck whatever you want to hear. This is it's if you don't want to hear the truth, then ain't nobody going to be, sugarcoating shit. Shalakia for my language. No, this is Isaiah, 30 and verse 7 on the start. Because it's for whatever you want to hear, because some Jake, and especially women, and it's so bad because it's a lot of men like this. There's some men that might be woke up, okay, yeah, there's going to be a new world order, but they still believe that, and they, delivering themselves. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose, therefore, have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Now, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahweh. Every time we go out on the street corners and preaching, people didn't want to hear it. That's that white man's book. Y'all teaching too rough. That's why nobody listened to y'all. Why don't y'all got jobs? They didn't, most people didn't want to hear it. Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. That's what women like to hear. They like to be lied to. They say the man, oh, you keep it real. No, you don't keep it real with a woman. If you want to get a woman, you lie. You tell her all the shit that she want to hear. Talk lies to her. You sell her dreams. If you watch, pimps, that give their secrets on how they get women, they prey on women. They prey on women. They look at them, examine them, the ones that didn't grow up with a father figure. Because deep down, a woman needs male attention. She seeks and desires male attention. She may try to substitute it with something else, like female attention by being a lesbian, but deep down, they want male attention. And that's why a lot of women, they take upon the masculine role in a relationship when they're lesbian, because they're trying to supplement that male attention that other women are looking for. Now it says, verse 10, it says, prophesy not on us right things. The right things to prophesy is everything, the whole book. Scripture says, eat the whole. And I don't want to make this video too long, because I know Jake got a short attention span. And then on top of that, so much shit is popping. So many prophecy probably done got fulfilled within the last 22 minutes of this video. That's why, when people come, they're going to ask, hey, can you teach us scriptures? We're going to be like, nah, I ain't got time to sit down and break shit down to you. Watch some of the old videos or go to the sellers and buy, because we're going to be trying to work out our own salvation, looking and seeing all the prophecies that's being fulfilled. Brothers having dreams, contacting with other brothers who are in the faith. The foolish virgins, they're going to, be scrambling. Verse 10, I'm gonna read from the top. It says, which say to the seers. The seers is prophets, basically. See not, and to the prophets prophesy not on us right things. The right things prophesy the truth. Some of the prophets would be thrown in jail for prophesying what was going to happen, simply just for prophesying. Speak unto us smooth things. What are smooth things? Man, everything's going to be okay. White Jesus is going to come back with flowers and sprinkles and candy and all this other stuff. That's what's going to happen. God's going to deliver you. The right thing is that, if you prophesying right things, the Most High is with us. The Most High is going to deliver the elect of Israel. But some of us going to die. Some of us going to get killed. Some of us going to get raped. All of this is according to scriptures. That's right thing, because it's the truth. Some of us that do believe and believe in God and have our faith are going to be beheaded. That's true. You hear about that in Revelations. I saw the souls of them that were beheaded. People that are going to be martyrs. So some people might, get, might have faith, and then they get kidnapped. And then they're about to be beheaded. And then they lose their faith because they feel like, oh, if God was with me, he wouldn't have forsaken me and wouldn't allow this to happen. So they're going to lose that faith in that 1 minute, not knowing that you're going to have people that's going to be beheaded. So the fuck what? You get beheaded. Who gives a fuck at this point? We got the whole kingdom. Man, the shit that's going on right now, this is going to last for a minute. But it's going to be talked about forever, for eternity. All you got to do is be strong for just a little bit. Because what you do right now is going to last forever. It's going to be your reputation in the kingdom. It's going to be how you're going to be looked at. You can't go back and change history. Now ain't the time to be being weak. You're going to have, women that's going to be scrambling to hear the word. Some women are going to be scrambling to go back to Islam. Some women are going to be scrambling to, to get with a doomsday prepper. Some women are going to be scrambling to get with an Edomite that's got a lot of money. Some women are going to be scrambling to get with Masons, thinking that they got the New World Order plan and what to do. You're going to have some women that's going to be scrambling to get with, the men of the Lord. You're going to have some women that's going to be scrambling to get with people that they think are the men of the Lord and really aren't. And I literally could go on and on, man, but I want to make this video short because, man, this is exciting time. Fuck if we die. This is Matthew chapter 10. Verse 37. I'll start with verse 39. Then I'll go back up to 37. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. You looking to save yourself, you're going to die. You looking to die, you don't care, you're going to end up being saved. Because it says, he that findeth his life shall lose it. You looking to trying to save yourself by all means, any means necessary, you're going to die. And he that loseth his life for my name's sake, for my sake, shall find it. So who fucking cares? Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Line in the sand's being drawn. In verse 36, actually, 35. Man, 34, man. I swear this is going to be my last verses. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. This is, what we will be prophesying. A person is prophesying deceits. It's prophesying smooth things. They're saying, oh, Jesus is coming to send peace on the earth. Jesus, he's coming to save everybody. Organ starts playing. That's prophesying smooth things, deceits. This is prophesying right things. From the top it says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You're going to have people bugging out with the people that they live with. Oh, this your half of the rent to pay. This your time. No, I can't do this. It's people going to get scared shitless. Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. How do you love your father, your mother more than the Most High? The Most High said, do this. You say, I'm a fold into peer pressure and eat pork, because my mom cooked it and I don't want to make my mom sad. But here the Most High said, don't eat pork. I'm going to eat it. Verse 37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth life for my sake shall find it. I'm ready to lose my life, man. I've been fighting too damn long. My name is, Yakal. That means endure. I've been enduring too fucking long through all this bullshit in America to fall out the last minute. Man, if a trooper comes right now, hey man, it's Yahweh Shai, man. and fuck this devil. I'm not thinking about what I'm gonna say in that hour. You know, if I have to die, I get beheaded. I'm wicked. I deserve it any fucking way. You know, I'm just hope that the Most High has mercy on me and, you know, remembers me in the kingdom. You know, on that note, I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders GMS rule well. Peace and salutations, Shalom.